Picture this. It's been another long, exhausting day. Back-to-back meetings, decisions piling up. Your brain is fried. You tell yourself you're gonna go home, cook something healthy tonight, but by the time dinner comes, you're drained. So what do? You order takeout, your favorite spot, right? It's delicious, but you also really have no idea who made it, what's in it, how they cooked it, and before you know it, the huge container of food is even gone. And then the weekend comes, you're out at brunch with family, a dinner with friends, grabbing snacks between errands. All the time you tell yourself you're going to try to eat better, but somehow you're just drawn back to the same foods over and over you say you would avoid. And in each time you feel that familiar tug of war inside, that little thought that just this isn't the type of balance that I want. And a twinge of guilt hits you. Now, this isn't about a single meal. It's not about good foods, bad foods, and it's not about a single food choice. It's about the pattern of letting unconscious forces drive your eating. And until you understand them, your willpower won't stand a chance. Right? I used to stand in front of the pantry, torn between craving some comfort foods, staying disciplined with my goals, trying to find some sort of ideal right way of eating. And the result was just mindlessly snacking while feeling completely out of control with food. And that's when I realized I wasn't one person struggling to eat well. I was many. The idea that each of us isn't a single unified self, but a system of parts or inner voices comes from internal family systems, or IFS. IFS was developed by Dr. Richard Schwartz as a therapeutic modality that works with our complexity as humans by seeing ourselves as a collection of parts, and each part has its own feelings, history, and motives. You can think of it kind of like the characters in the Pixar movie Inside Out. Now, over the last decade, I've been mapping the parts that show up around food, and I call them your inner eaters. Now, we all have at least 4 inner eaters. There is the survival eater, the one who fears hunger, loves convenience, and just keeps you fed at all costs. Then there's the pleasure eater, the one that savors tastes, seeks indulgence, longs for comfort. Right? This is the part that whispers, just one more bite, when the bag of chips is open. Then there's the social eater, who cares deeply about belonging, about what others think. It fears judgment, and it really thrives, comes to life in parties, happy hours, office break rooms with snacks. And it might nudge you to order dessert with colleagues, even if you're full. And then there's the strategic eater. This is the part of you that wants health, longevity, performance. It thinks about long-term results. It plans, it tracks, it optimizes, but sometimes it overthinks and it falls into rigid rules and it can silence your other desires. And some of you might even have a robust ethical eater, the part of you that's concerned with the environment and sustainability. It questions food choices from an ecological perspective. These inner eaters are the map, the internal blueprint of how you relate to food. As Carl Jung famously said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. When you don't see your inner eaters, you are them. And if you can only see through one of their eyes, you're missing the bigger picture. This is when eating starts to feel stressed, reactive, or even out of control. You might undereat one day, overeat the next, and then try to fix it all, only to fall into the same cycle again without realizing your inner eaters are running the show. The problem is, most diets don't understand this internal family system. They only appeal to one of these eaters while ignoring the rest. And in doing so, they don't account for all of your needs, and so they fail. But there is hope. When you start seeing yourself as a family of inner eaters, each one with their own wisdom and worries, you can finally lead them. So imagine a dinner table where all of your eaters show up. And instead of fighting, they work together. And as the head of the table, you get to make decisions about what you eat. You make decisions with clarity, with confidence, even when the environment of Food 2.0 that I described in the previous video is stacked against you. Now, over time, the stress begins to fade, the guilt disappears, you start eating in a way that actually serves all of you. That is the missing piece that most people never see. I want to help you meet your inner eaters and start this conversation with yourself. If you're curious which inner eater is running your plate, I've built a short quiz you can take. And in the next video, I'll show you exactly how to lead your inner eaters with a simple framework that moves you from autopilot to aware. So that way you're one step closer to real freedom with food. If this resonates with you, let me know. What is the loudest inner eater in your life?